Morning folks, welcome to the channel. I do hope everybody is keeping well. It's a Saturday morning, lastminute.com. Last night decided the weather was pretty good actually. Forecast for the sea and the day was good, so I thought I'd book the ferry to go from Jersey to St.Malo. So I'm just on my way down to the port now. Just put some juice in the mighty GS. Gonna meet Tony down there. He's got the new 1300 and we're just gonna go literally to France for something in the region of about 5 hours. That's all the time that we've got down there with the sailings. It's just a day trip, so we're going to make our way down to the harbour. So let's go, but what we do is we will run the intro. Welcome back folks. So at the time of filming this video, I've actually got a brand new Rukka Voyage R jacket sat at home in my garage, complete with all the tags on. We are Saturday the 15th of February, so I'm still doing a video of that one. So I'm still wearing my old textile jacket from Oxford at St.Malo. What a great jacket it's been, but it's time to change and try the Gore-Tex Pro laminated Rukka jacket. So that's at home. There'll be a video coming on that shortly. So I'm all suited and booted. It is only when it was 4 degrees, it's gone up to 5 degrees at the moment, so it's going to be a cold day trip. As I look across the bay, I see that the high-speed ferry is just arriving from France. Weather-wise, slightly overcast, winds about a force 2 or 3, so it should be a very pleasant day out, but I think the maximum temperature is going to get up to is about 8 or 9 degrees centigrade. So suffice to say, I've got my Kais heated jacket on, and if you haven't got heated jackets folks, go and try them. They are they're game changers. Anyway, so I think what we'll do is, the plan today is we're going to nip down to a little very pleasant village called Dinan. We're going to have a hot chocolate there, then I'll put a map up here of our route today, then we're going to nip up to, and I can never pronounce it, St.Malo. I've been there before. We've got a meal booked in the restaurant, so no doubt it's going to be moules and frites, or if you don't speak French, mussels and chips. So it's just one of those, I literally booked it last night. The weather's cold but dry, the sea state's fairly flat. I'm not a particularly good sailor, but the BM's ready to go. My mate's got the new 1300. We put some D3 lights on it the other day. That was one of the other videos. I put it all up here. Yeah, so I got my passport, got my fluorescent high-vis jacket, got all the other bits and pieces, the stop and go tyre repair kit, the tyre inflator, and all that kind of stuff. So let's get down to the ferry. I'm all steaming up with my glasses. Let's get down to the ferry. Ho hey ho. People think I'm nuts. There we go. Yeah, da 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 da, yeah, da da da. Ba 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 ba. There's a high-speed ferry just reversing into the harbour. Hello there, how are you? All right? Good, thanks. Okay, thank you. No, that's all good. Well, lane 13. Job done. Have a good day. Should be going on the boat very quickly, actually, if not straight away. So the only thing is then, with all the passengers getting on board before us, we're not going to get the good seats, but never mind. Oh, good man. Okay, cheers dude. Thanks. There you go, welcome on board Condor Ferry. This might be the last time I actually ever get to go on the Condor Ferry, because they've lost a contract to go from Jersey to the UK and France. It's a new company called DFDS. Never heard of them before, so that's going to be very interesting. But yeah, this could be the last time on a Condor Ferry. So he's telling me to go over that way. Roger Dodger. Cheers boss, thank you. Slippery floors as always. Tony's bike should be here. Avoid the lady with the pram. There we go, that should be Tony's GS 1300, all ratcheted, strapped down, and I'll go next to him. Voila. Job done. Last thing is I haven't got the side cases on, so. Hello sir, how are you, alright? I'm good. So yeah, they just strap the bikes down and then we just unstrap them when we get to St.Malo. And the passengers are getting on already. I think it's time to have a cup of tea. Well, here we go, folks. We are now in St.Malo in France. Tony's right at the front of the queue, and that means we're going to get to passport control first, and then it's a lovely about 25-minute, 30-minute ride down to Dinan, where we're going to have, well, I'm going to have a hot chocolate. Nice crossing, weather's good, temperature is, oh, it's warmed up a little bit, it's 9 degrees, and all these push bikers are going to go before us, but hopefully we can sneak off the boat ahead of them. Hopefully. Let's go and do customs. More important than we're first off the boat. Yes, it's far more important than programming my chiggy. Nice day. St.Malo's over there. It's the first time Tony's been away on his brand new 1300. So he was keen to get away on the day trip, and I just booked it last night, £65 return, and I think we've got about 5 hours in France, I think. So I don't know why the woman told us to go out to the left. Bonjour. C'est moi. Merci, à la prochaine. Right, let's program the old chiggy. Not sure how we get out though. Oh, right. Okay. Am I the first one out? I have no idea what's going on here. Oh dear. Right, okay. There we go. We're out. We'll just wait for Tony. There we go, first one off the boat. These guys get a little bit funny around here, so we're just going to pull up over there on the left hand side. Right, and we're off. And cue the music. So I'm basically just going to follow Tony on his GS. Fuck it. That was close. Lovely day. Next stop then, Dinan, with a nice, hopefully, hot chocolate with all the cream and all the marshmallows. I'd be gutted if I can't have one of those. So I think there's been a little bit of a change of plan, because I don't think we're going to Dinan now, which is down towards our left, down towards the south. I think Tony is just going to take us to a place called Cast-le-Guildo, which is where we've been before, and the restaurant there is really nice, and he's booked a table, so I think he's decided not to go to Dinan. So anyway, it's a lovely day, so let's go to have something to eat. But the weather's great. And it's 7 degrees, and my heated jacket is on. So Tony's realised we've just pulled over, and he said his finger slipped. He selected route 2 rather than route 1. Route 1 was going to go down to Dinan. Route 2 is going to go to the restaurant. So we're going to go to the restaurant. I said that was the case, but it's a lovely day. These things happen. Here we are then, Cast-le-Guildo. We're going over there. They have got this one-way system in place in Cast-le-Guildo, and it can be a pain in the backside to actually get out of it, actually. But the ride down into the marina area is very nice, as you'll see. Just a great day. We're so lucky to be able to get away for the day trip. Although we were supposed to be going to Dinan first, but there we go. You'd never think he used to fly Virgin Airbuses as a captain. I hope he never pressed the wrong button on his plane. He'd end up going to Jamaica rather than South Africa somewhere. Anyway, we're here at St. Cast-le-Guildo, where we've eaten several times before, actually. So it just means we're a little bit early for lunch. I'm sure it's not going to be a problem, or as they say in France, pas de problème. There we go, look, our normal spot on the left here. Perfect.
How do I change kilometers?
We got there in the end. I think I did a video on that.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure I did. Let me just unplug myself. Yeah, I did a video on that one. Well folks, that was a very nice meal at St. Cast-le-Guildo. I can never pronounce that correctly at all, but beautiful day. And we should have been down in Dinan, but we're just going to basically do a reverse route because Fat Fingers Tony there has got fat fingers and he pressed option 2 rather than option 1 for his routes, so we ended up coming here before getting to Dinan. So we're now going to go down to Dinan. Very busy in there. I'm glad we booked. That's a cafe fence, I suppose it's called, or something. Very nice, been there before. Excellent meal. And I had, what did I have? I had veal and some kind of nice creamy sauce. So we're going to go down to Dinan, but we have to find our way out of this place in the one-way system. Anyway, let's go and find Tony. He's up ahead, and let's go to Dinan, where hopefully there is going to be a hot chocolate waiting for me. Make sure I stay on the correct side of the road here in France on cold tyres. Next up then, Dinan. So Tony up ahead is doing a sterling job of getting us to Dinan. So whilst we're just meandering through the French towns, I had my Triumph parked out there for a photo a few years ago, last year maybe, or the year before. So whilst Tony's navigating us down towards Dinan, I'll just talk about textile jackets and suits and things. So my Oxford Mondial I've had for a number of years now. I've never cleaned it, folks. Never cleaned it, which is shocking. You should actually clean your textile stuff just to keep it in peak performance. So that's a job when I get back to do that. And yeah, there's no such thing as bad weather, it's just bad kit, isn't it? So my brand new Rukka jacket with all the labels on, tags on, is still sat at home in the man cave, and I'm just doing a video on that. My Rukka experience. Let's just get round the bend here. My Rukka experience. Just catch Tony a bit more. My Rukka experience, yeah. So that's sat at home, and yeah, no such thing as bad weather, it's just bad kit. So in my top box in the back there, I don't really need to have bought a Rukka jacket, but I thought I would, and just to see what, you know, getting a so-called premium brand product was like and what the experience was like. So I'll put a link up here eventually, and you can go and have a look at my Rukka stuff. But obviously, if you keep your kit in good condition, wash it regularly, depending on how often you use it, it should look after you. But my Oxford Mondial stuff does wet out now pretty much all the time. All the beading's gone, the DWR is pretty much non-existent. But I've got a product called Storm, and I think it's an English company. I've got their product at home, so that's a job for when I get back, is to re-proof the jacket and trousers. And I'm still going to be using the Oxford Mondial stuff. And obviously there'd be nothing wrong with the jacket. I've got my heated Kais jacket on as well. It's 9 degrees and feeling nice and toasty. But if the weather gets really bad, I've got an Oxford, just one of those throw over jackets. I think Scott do something very similar, which is pretty much 100% waterproof kind of thing. So yeah, so you can layer up and beat the weather. So you don't have to spend all that dosh on expensive kit, but I've just decided to try the Rukka stuff to see what it's like. But yeah, in my top box, I've seen the weather forecast. Weather forecast is fine for today, but if it got really cold, just as a windbreak, I've got my Oxford throw-on zip up 100% kind of waterproof jacket, just to give me an extra layer of protection. So you just ride to the conditions, and if it's rubbish conditions, then you layer up accordingly. So you don't need to spend thousands of pounds on the Rukka stuff, but I have, just to try it out. So anyway, let's get down to Dinan. Oh, a bit too quick for me, that one. A bit too quick. If we had headsets, we could chat to each other. You'll see it. That's all right, isn't it? That's good. That's good. The ride from Cast-le-Guildo to Dinan, it's about, I think it's about 20 miles. I didn't look, but we've got only two miles to run. What I'm going to say is the rear lights on the BMW, having sat behind Tony on his new 1300, are absolutely they really are shocking. BMW, you should be ashamed of yourself for putting those kind of lights on a luxury, expensive machine with the red rear lights on and the indicator on. On a brightish day, absolute garbage. Really difficult to see. Rant over. So we've had a spirited ride from the port where we had our very nice veal and mushrooms and cream down to Dinan. So we're nearly there now, so we're just going to have a hot chocolate and then make our way back to the ferry. A good little day out, 5 hours in France, that's about it really. Just nice to get the bike out from the 40 mile an hour speed limits at home and give the legs on the bike a bit of a stretch. Yeah, it's been good fun. So we're just dropping down now the hill. I've been up and down this hill so many times, and this takes us into the port of Dinan. Very pretty if you've not been here before. We see on the left hand side, you'll see the river and boats coming more there. So it's a very nice, pretty place to come with a big bridge over the top of it. Very nice, and hopefully the cafes, which there are loads of, will be open, and we'll sit down and have a hot chocolate. And here we are, folks. This is Dinan, and it is very pretty, really is very pretty, well worth a visit. Look at that, beautiful day out, 15th of February, blue sky, sun, what more do you want? Le Port de Dinan, very nice, and it looks like everything is open, which is always a bonus. Anyway, let's go and park the bikes up and have that hot chocolate. And there's the bridge with the road going across it. It is very pretty. Never ceases to bring a smile to my face. And then I think we got a 35-minute ride up to St.Malo and get the ferry back to Jersey. And that'll be a nice little day out. Now we've just got to find somewhere to park, and we won't get a parking ticket. They can get a little bit funny as to where you park the motorbikes, actually. Yeah, I've parked it here before. There we go. Hopefully we're not going to get a ticket. Hopefully. Welcome to Dinan. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. That's a nice little run. You got the right route in there? You sure? You sure? Have you poked it correctly? And that's one of those clanky old 1300s. Look at that. Nice lights though. We like the D3 lights. Oh, and I'll just get back on my old 1250. All done up. Been a good little day out so far. Yes, BMW, those lights are crap, and they're the new lights as well. Yeah, just not a fan of them at all. Tony's bike has got the Innov, I think that's the H7 camera system. 4K, I think, is it 4K? Not sure, but he's got that on his bike as well. I'll put a link in the description down below, as they say. Well, there we go, folks. It's been a good day out. I'm not sure how much mileage we've done, actually. It hasn't been too much. Let's have a look what mileage we've done. My vehicle, scroll across, was at number 2. So we've done, yeah, only about 70 miles, but lots of stop, start, stop, start. It's been a good day out. It's the first trip of the season. A bit of a shakedown, I guess, but everything's working well. Bike's going great. Do you know what? I do like the 1250. Yep, 1300 is a great machine, but I won't be changing. Not for the foreseeable future anyway. Yep. So what else is there to say? A good little trip out. The weather's been kind to us. It's 10 degrees now, so a bit cold to start with, but if you've got the right kit, then there's no such thing as bad weather, is there? So I'm looking forward to doing a bit more of a review on the Rukka jacket once I've had it on for a while, but I'm going to go home, put a video together of this first ride of this first away trip of the season. So we're that's a load of muscle beds out there, so we're now at Concar. So let's go back to St.Malo. Open, and the answer to that is no. Oh no, it is open. Yeah, that's Portsmouth, Jersey. Yes, good, excellent, perfect. Have you got anything to declare? Only 40 bottles of wine. Excellent. Right, ta-ta for now. Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you. Next we have the police control. Woohoo. Bonjour. All the formalities. Merci. Au revoir. They were definitely not a monsieur. And now hopefully the boat is all on time, no delay, and then we'll be back home at 5:30 local time. First one's on the boat, and hopefully first one's off the boat. Well, it's been a nice day out, and homeward bound now. Should be home in a couple of hours, hopefully. Excellent. And yeah, I think this is going to be my last trip on Condor Ferries. Oh well, roll on DFDS, whoever they may be. Marvellous. There we go, job done. And now let's go and find some decent seats. Oh, marvellous. Merci, monsieur. That was beautiful, beautiful. Well, folks, that was the first trip of 2025, only a day trip. Only 5 hours, about 80 miles or something. More videos to follow. Do all that, click subscribe, make any comments. And then what have we got coming up this week? It's going to be the video on the Rukka video, and basically how to clean your textile jackets, trousers, and indeed your boots. So I'm going to go and do customs. Don't think I've got anything illegal on the bike. Ride safe, and we'll sort of can see in the next video. Cheerio, take care for now, bye bye. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we're off. Get out, come on, customs. Well, it's been fun, and it's still daylight. 25 past 5. Well, that's it. Passport control. Cheerio. Bye.